Black people's apparent predilection for sport and their great success at it has been the subject of much barroom discussion and academic debate.
The reality of it is that there are a good deal, many more blacks in sport than I'd like to see. I'd like to see less successful black sportsmen and more successful blacks in the areas of business, in the professions, and other occupations generally.
We're quite happy to have them score all the points and win half the medals there are. But where are the black coaches? Where are the black administrators? Where are the chairmen of clubs? Where are the owners of clubs?
The Race Game Inside Story, tomorrow at 9:35 on 1.
On 1 now, here's Barry Norman and Film 90. On Friday night, there's an arena profile of Polish film director Krzysztof Kieślowski as a preface to a BBC Two season of his series of films The Ten Commandments, each of which explore the morality of Polish society. Adam Lowe's testament to this modern-day Moses at 9:30 Friday on 2.
Engelbert Humperdinck joins Wogan this Wednesday evening on 1. Then at 7:40, the Kon-Tiki Man.
Even in the roughest weather, wooden rafts are still used to carry heavy loads on Lake Titicaca, though nowadays they ferry buses instead of temples.
At 8:05, Dallas.
You know, you've got a real mean mouth. Funny JR seemed to like it.
At 9:35, the Inside Story on The Race Game.
The notion of what is a British person has been challenged in all sorts of arenas, but most visibly, I think, and most vigorously, it's been challenged in sport.
And the action continues at 10:25 in Sports Night, including amateur boxing from the Royal Albert Hall. And that rounds off this Wednesday night on 1.
And now the weather. After today's wonderful temperatures, here's a look at what's on tonight. Well, it'll be dry and mild overnight with fog in places. Tomorrow, many eastern areas will have a dull start. Patches of misty low cloud may persist all day along some North Sea coasts, but sunny weather in the west will soon spread to most eastern districts. It'll become very warm again, except along eastern and some southern coasts.
Oh, why that bag? It had everything in it. What did the British consul say?
Easy, love, come on. She's getting us emergency passports,
What?
and she told me how we can help ourselves. First, report it to the police. See the tour people about tickets back. Phone home to the bank for money and to cancel the credit cards, and see the travellers' check people.
But that'll take the rest of the week.
I reckon.
Oh.
We do help all we can, but we can't wave magic wands. So on holiday, don't take chances. Take care. Leave everything but the money you need for the day in a safe place. Read this and get it right before you go.
That was a public information film. Well, with the time at 9 minutes to midnight, we draw to a decent close now on 1 at a respectable early hour. Well, maybe you don't feel like switching off yet, but Radio 1 and Radio 2 are on air still. Bob Harris is on Radio 1 until 2 o'clock, and of course Radio 2 continues through the night. Jazz Parade comes on at 5 past midnight, and Richard Digance takes over at 12:30. Anyway, as for us, we're off home now. Thanks very much for your company. We'll see you tomorrow night on BBC One. From myself, Amanda Carlton, and everybody here, good night.